Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Wisdom, a.k.a. the Voluptuous Vixen, a.k.a. Miss I Can't Stand the Way My Lipstick Looks right now. Whatever, though. Hey, so, I love y'all so much. Listen, we family, so y'all know I go through my little stuff, and I be looking. I still ain't really all that pleased, but we just gonna keep it rocking because it is early in the morning and this face is beat. And what I'm not gonna do is rebeat. No, because y'all know I wasn't really excited about beating to begin with. So let's get into it. It is the 12 Days of Wisdom with me, obviously, your girl Wisdom. Listen, so what I wanted to do really was just encourage you guys, as I've been doing, but I wanted to kind of take us into the new year. So we're not going to make New Year's resolutions, or I'm not making any New Year's resolutions because I find it to be it's just asking for just trouble. So what I would like to start doing is making changes as the new year approaches. Start implementing at least one change that I want to see happen, not just in 2019, but overall. And so, hopefully by doing these 12 days of wisdom and whatever you take from them, you will be able to start making some strides in your own life. At the end of the day, I'm presenting myself kind of as a sacrificial lamb. And so I just want to make sure that you all are encouraged and that you all know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to take it one day at a time. Like, you don't have to have it all figured out. Okay? So day one of the things that I want us to tackle as we go into the new year, guys, is our use of cliches and other verbal fecalities. Yeah, I did that. Particularly because cliches can sometimes be hypocritical. And I want us to kind of be mindful of the things that we say. Whether you are a Christian and you believe life and death is in the power of the tongue, or whatever the case may be, if you believe in like the law of positivity, or law of attraction, then you need to have good thoughts, say good things, and good will come back to you, that sort of thing, karma. Any of those ideologies that kind of go towards, be good, think good, say good, and then good should manifest from it. Now, it's not to say that there aren't going to be instances of bad, right? We're not saying that. But what we are saying is that the instances of good will increase around us as we begin to be more positive, right? All right. So I want us to tackle cliches. Now, let me tell y'all, earlier in the week, I was really hyped because I thought I had outsmarted Einstein. Oh, baby, I was coming on here and I was like, oh, I'm going to tell Team Wisdom, baby, y'all rolling with a bad one, honey. I have outsmarted Einstein. That was a lie. Okay, so once I did a little due diligence, I had to come down off my high horse and realize that, no, the statement that I want to attack today is one that is generally attributed to Einstein, but there is no proof that Einstein said it. Actually, in my research, is more likely attributed to a fiction writer. And so, but I still want to tackle it. So, the first thing that I want to or the reason that I want us to do this is because when you change your vocabulary, you change your level of expectancy, in my opinion. It changes your level of expectancy, whether you expect good or bad, depending on how your speech changes. Yes. When you change your vocabulary, your level of expectation also changes as you start repeating things to yourself, making affirmations or speaking good things. Then, you can't say good things with a frown on your face. Not really, like you have to try if you want to be petty, but eventually, I'm not saying that you're going to go from frown to full-on wisdom cheese, because y'all know I do get the cheesing, but the frown will go to a straight face, will eventually go to a smirk, will eventually go to a smile. I believe that. And I'm not asking any of you to subscribe to my methodology of thinking or to my beliefs, right? I am just letting you know the person that you have elected to follow. So it won't be a surprise to you when I say things that are utterly optimistic and somewhat crazy, because that is the kind of faith that I have. It should be no surprise, right? Okay, so the reason that that's important is because we have to stop talking ourselves into holes, basically. I get frustrated. One of the ones that I hate the most is you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I hate that. That's so not true. Say you don't have the patience to teach the old dog, because that is probably most accurate. But if you take the patience to engage, to teach the dog, if you engage the dog, like if the dog wants to learn from you, right? Because they might not want to learn from you. They might not like you. But it doesn't mean that they cannot learn. You have to be patient. You have to engage the dog. And then watch this. You have to be purposed to teach the dog. Just because you want the dog to learn a thing doesn't mean that you're supposed to teach it to them. The other thing is that when you say things like that, especially for those, and I always relate back to a Christian background. If you guys have followed me long enough, you understand that. Christians believe that God will save, God will change, heal, deliver, set free, break every chain, destroy every yoke. Hey, God, right? And then say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, which is it? Because it can't be both. And so that's what I mean when I say cliches will sometimes lead us to contradiction and hypocrisy. Wisdom, it is not that deep. It's not. It's actually very simple for you to say what you mean to me, what you say. Don't come for me because you're wrong. Don't come for me because you out here killing your faith with the cliches that you choose to like let spew from your mouth. That's not going to be my bag to hold. I'm not doing it. So, but the one that I want to discuss today, the one that made me think that I was really going to beat Einstein, no, I'm crazy, is one that floats around on social media a lot. And it is the definition of insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And we post it and we say amen and we yes to that thing, and that thing is a lie. So let me tell you why. Because I said these 12 days of wisdom, we was doing 15 minutes or less. And I'm trying to keep it on the or less side. Let me tell you why that's a lie, people. Change your method. Change the way that you think. Change the way that you speak so that you can change the way that you live. The immediate example, and this is why I think God has a sense of humor, because when I looked at it or thought about it, it was because I posted the other day, don't blame a clown for being a clown. Ask yourself why you keep going to the circus. And for some reason, the insanity definition came to my mind, right? Or the cliche, the attributed definition. How about that? Came to my mind, and I was like, wow, that's pretty darn deep of a thought, because there are other things at the circus besides clowns. So maybe I didn't come to see the clowns, but that doesn't get me to where I'm going here. That's a topic for another day. In reference to the insanity thing, it got me to thinking about, oh, okay, you keep going to the circus over and over again, expecting not to see clowns. They're going to be there. There are going to be other things there, but they are definitely going to have clowns at the circus. So if you don't want to see clowns, you either need to get there before or after, or you need to schedule like your snack or restroom breaks for the time that the clowns will be there. Now, if the clowns, I haven't gone to a circus, obviously, since I was very young. If the clowns are out always, like during the entire show, you have to decide whether the other things that you enjoy are enough to trump having to deal with clowns. Oh, that's going to be a good one. But that's not why we're here. Oh, my God. Okay. The immediate example that came to my mind to contradict the insanity attributed definition was runners. And I found that to be funny because y'all know I don't run. Not unless something break off, but like running for exercise or for leisure, yeah, nah, I'm not about that life. Now, if something jumps off, I will outrun you. And that's all I have to do. All I have to do is outrun you. I don't have to be the fastest chap in the bunch. I just have to not be the last one, depending on what's going on. Or the first, depending on what's going on, right? So, but runners run. If you run every day for 30 minutes, whether you expect it or not, the change is going to happen. There's something that will happen even if you can't see it. There's something that goes on in your body when you start conditioning your body for running. And so there is such a thing as perseverance. And we have to be careful that we are not trying to make perseverance seem insane. Here is what I know, and here is the statement that I love, a quote that I love. I'm not sure who it's by, so I will attribute it anonymously, right? It says, if you are persistent, you will get it. But if you are consistent, you will keep it. I would much rather keep it, right? But in order to keep it, I have to first get it. So there is some repetition. There is a disciplining of yourself that has to take place as you get ready to write these goals out and these dreams. Please go back and check your 2018 goals. Make sure that you've knocked those off. I know some people who have knocked off some of their 2019 goals already. Shouts out to the Clark Real Estate Group, always doing big things, right? But what you need to be mindful of as you start writing these goals down is that you're going to have to practice and hone some of these skills and crafts. I have writer's block for a year, over a year, let's say 18 strong months that I had writer's block. I couldn't write a thing. I didn't know that it was because I was battling depression, right? I didn't understand what was happening, but I had gotten so quiet that I couldn't write. I couldn't do anything. And I mean, I couldn't write a poem, a song, a verse. I couldn't write a story, a play. I couldn't write a jangle, baby, not even a tagline or a slogan. I couldn't get it out. And that, I think, is what led to me, you know, I don't want to say having a breakdown because that sounds very dramatic, but it led to me having the epiphany or being okay with admitting that I wasn't okay. Because I couldn't even write to relieve myself of the things that I was feeling. And that's not okay for me because writing is my outlet. And so 18 months that I was unable to produce. And then like September of this year, I traded, you know, writer's block for insomnia. And it's okay. It actually is okay. I get enough sleep to function. I don't need anybody talking about, oh my God, you need to sleep. I sleep, child, please. But what I'm saying is that I haven't written in so long. It would be crazy of me to think that tomorrow I could just get up and write an entire novel and not have to do any edits, not have to do any rewrites or anything like that. I will have to work my way up to where I need to be, restore the energy that I gave to depression, right? And so I just want to encourage you that it's not crazy to persevere. You have every right to persevere and chase those dreams. You know, even when you deny it by action, you know in your heart when enough is enough and you're beating a dead horse. So you know that thing. You know it. But when you also have purpose or are purposed and have realized it, you understand that you have to keep going. And so today, on this first day of wisdom, guys, I just want to encourage you that when you know it's your purpose, it's not crazy to keep going. Be persistent. Get it. Be consistent. Keep it. I believe in your ability to do it, and I can't wait to see what you've become. I loves me some you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.